Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor back in Dom-Guru in the Grey Mountains. So, well, we are working on some bounties, but we also need to bring Sadok Flint Eye a bag of gold so he can tell us information he has on Nori's expedition. And that's something that you need to buy from a vault keeper. Thankfully, I was able to do that on another character, and here I have. You place a share of your gold into a small pouch and it jingles softly. Finally. Very good. Listen well, man. You'll have to scratch around for 10 more gold coins if you want me to repeat myself. You spoke of the cold drake known to the Longbeards as Vethug Wintermind. I know where he has gone. Such was the weight of his fall into the Grey Mountains that the ground was torn asunder. He fell broken into the foothills of Winterstith and left a bitter scar in his wake. Neither the Zhélruka nor the Longbeards knew such a ruin in the earlier years of the Grey Mountains, but it is here now, I assure you. Ah, and if you wish to learn the destination of your Longbeard friends, you'll see it soon enough. Have you heard of Dragonstone? It is normally found deep beneath the earth, but the creation of that black cleft by the Longbeard's cold drake might have revealed some long-hidden deposits. If you find even the smallest fragment of Dragonstone in the bitter scar, give it to me, and I will tell you where the Longbeards have gone. The bitter scar. So, I think you can find it by climbing through here. Hope I'm right. No, so far I seem to be going on the right track. Yeah. Yeah. Wasn't that hard. That's good. Ah, rust-stained writing. Awesome. What's this? You have found a curious page of rust-stained writing. Perhaps you can find other pages among the dwarf halls of the Ered Mithrin to learn more of the lost lore of Thikil-gundu, the Still Keep.
Lord Sauron, what a legacy you have left behind. Your servants quarrel and seek in vain for dominion of Mordor, and the would-be free peoples pour through the Moranon to pick at your bones. If not for me, your grip on this realm would have slipped long ago.
Alright, that's interesting. I have some memories of this lost lore, but I actually want to get a couple more pages and see if I am remembering things right. You discover a small deposit of black rock. The Dragonstone appears to be a sort of hardened, shimmering coal. That's basically it. But, well, the bitter scar is some sort of shortcut or high pass, if you will, that will let you skip some fightings, but not that much, and you come back out over here. So yeah, this is where Vethug fell, and you can see, yeah, the impact he left in the land. This looks cataclysmic, to say the least. But, well, we have what we were looking for, which is the Dragonstone. So we'll go back to Sadok, and hopefully that'll be it with him. Hopefully he can send us on our way now. The question is, what comes next? Or are we going to the Witherheath so that we can advance the epic? I don't know what we should do. But at least we can still make short work of these dragon links for the time being. They can be quite annoying if you don't dispatch them quickly. I have grown to be annoyed by them. I mean, they do get on your nerves at times. Do you have it? The Dragonstone. You produce a small fragment of Dragonstone and show it to Skarháld. His eyes widen in awe. I did not even believe it to be true. It is beautiful. Skarháld pockets the Dragonstone fragment and appears to collect himself. You have done as I asked, and I am nothing if not a dwarf of my word. The Longbeards have gone to Brugrad, but they do not name it as we do. It is known to them as Tarashar, and to those who speak in common tongue, Skarháld. If they have remained there, they will not be as welcome as they may think. The great warriors of my people have traveled for many miles, and they are not eager to share in the lost wealth of the Grey Mountains. That is all I have to tell. Leave me to my gold. Where's Glow? Hey, Dori, here. Here he is. I had begun to think you continued to Thikil-gundu without us, Beriathan. Did you learn anything of my brother or Vethug Wintermind? You explained that Vethug Wintermind crashed onto the foothills of the mountain, Winterstith, and left the beaters scar in his wake. You also mentioned that Nori's expedition passed through the old dwarf hold of Skarháld in the Ered Mithrin. Skarháld lies upon the main Angrun, but the matter of Vethug Wintermind cannot be put off any longer. So, Vethug has fallen upon Winterstith. If what the Zhélruka say is true, Nori has already passed beyond the easternmost mountains to Skarháld, but Winterstith lies not far to the north. From what you have told me, Vethug must have carved a path of frozen ruin through the foothills of the Ered Mithrin as he fell. Ah, but where does it lead? To Winterstith? To the heart of the anvil itself? We must find out. Come, Beriathan, let us follow the beater's car to its end and see what we discover. It is time, Beriathan. Let us see where the old cold drake has come to rest. Interesting.
The Zhélruka revealed that Vethug Wintermind carved a great cleft through the Grey Mountains as he fell wounded from battle. Now Dori and company seek to prove that the great cold drake who slew King Dain I has truly met his doom.
Where are we exactly? Oh, okay. I see. Makes sense. Before we talk to Nat, though, let us pick up this page.
You spoke of a survivor of the Elder Days, a great cold dragon, Rime Frostheart. Terrible in size and might, Rime had slain the Longbeards of the Steel Keep, and now slumbered atop their hordes. It was she you desired above all.
Alright, so we'll start to get a clear picture here. And let's continue. Beriathan, Dori, Glowing and Bofur have traveled deeper into the rift on foot. It grows narrower and more treacherous ahead, and so I offered to tend to the goats. Of course, that was not the only reason Dre and I have remained behind. We Staraxes are hardy dwarves, but we are not accustomed to such cold weather. But I think these Longbeards would not feel so at home on the plains of Doramarth. In truth, I feel a sense of dread in the shadows of the Grey Mountains. It is nothing more than a feeling, I think, but there is something about this place that has left me uneasy. It has been some time. You should go ahead and see what is keeping the others. I do not know how far the rift continues into Winterstith, but tread cautiously. So yeah, the Vethug also passed through here, that much is certain, by the destruction in this place. Hard to think this was not here before, but that seems to be the case. Dori, Glowing and Bofur stands huddled near the end of the beater's car. Dori, Beriathan has caught up to us. Yes, I am here, Dori. Ready to help, as I always am. I do not like the look of this. Either we have been deceived by the Zhélruka or Vethug was not as wounded as he appeared to be. There is no mistaking that Vethug tore this rift in the foothills of Winterstith, but it is where he has gone that concerns me. Do you see these marks in the earth? I first thought nothing of them, but there are signs of battle here among the fallen stones of Winterstith. Unless the great cold drake battled only against rocks and ice as they fell, some other foe must have come to this place. I know few who could withstand the might of Vethug Wintermind, and so I fear this is the work of Karazgar. Perhaps you can uncover the truth of what has happened here, Beriathan. I think we have seen enough, Dori. The great cold drake is gone, that is all we need to know. Perhaps that is true, Glowing, but we will wait until Beriathan has had a look at this mess. Oh, what's this? Shards of ice litter the ground, betraying a final futile struggle by Vethug Wintermind. Okay. Interesting. What do we have here? Only Karazgar, the Weeping Warrior, could have left this behind. Yeah, that much is certain. And we have here. You are able to free a bloodied black arrow from the frozen earth. Rust and rime. It is as I feared, Beriathan. Was Vethug slain by Karazgar's hand, or did the Weeping Warrior find some crueler purpose for the great cold drake? Dori glances at the damaged remains of the bloodied black arrow. If Vethug Wintermind lives still, he will not have forgotten the hurts done to him by the Longbeards and Bardings. We must go. Let us return to the others. There will be time enough to tell them what we have learned. Yeah, lead the way. I'll stay behind. No hurries. What are we to do? The king under the mountain must hear of this. You're not sending me back. We are too few in number to hunt the great cold drake and too far from Ered to deliver a warning. Yeah, it's up to us. Perhaps Karazgar has finished our task for us. After all, he is a dutiful collector of dragon's bones. Or perhaps Vethug debarred him whole. Until we have found Nori, it matters not. I hear footfalls ahead. Hold. Okay. Interesting turn of events. Company of Zhélruka blocks away. What have we here? 3 old Longbeards and you, Warden. I never forget a face. Have we met? Who are you and who are these Longbeards? What business have you in the Grey Mountains? I am Dori and these are my companions Glowing, Bofur and Beriathan. You speak true, we are all dwarves, nothing more. Speak for yourself, Dori. We have set out on one last great adventure to search for the lost heirlooms of our forefathers. But what of Beriathan and the 2 Cambrada with whom you ride? Cambrada? I do not understand. Do you speak of Nath and Redi? Yes, the stout axes, filthy boar whisker dwarfs. Licks beetles of the Witch King. Silence! It is true that old wounds still linger between the Cambrada and the Zhélruka. Our peoples once warred over the wealth of the Ered Kernin, but that was long ago. All that remains of the Cambrada is a line thin of blood and beard. They are no enemies of mine. Is that so? You have spoken much, but still we know nothing of you. Very well, I am Ingór, son of Vethug II and brother to King Vethug VII. It was the will of my father before he died that Domek be reclaimed. That is my charge. It is a noble one, Ingór. May you find what you seek. As for my companions and me, I think it's best that we continue on our journey. Do you plan to travel by the Dark Road? Even now, the Menangron is fraught with peril. We're nothing in return and can give you safe passage to the old Longbeard fortress of Skarháld. Is that so? I believe you may find what you seek there. Do you accept my offer? Ingór crosses his arms and waits for Dori's response, which is... Listen to me, Beriathan. Dori's voice drops to a whisper. Do not think I choose my words to make a fool of myself. This prince seems wiser than his kinsfolk, but I do not trust this Zhélruka. If they make for Domek, then they make for Thikil-gundu, and the Zhélruka do not share the spoils of Delven and war. If Ingór was to learn that our path also leads to the Still Keep, I do not think we would find him so friendly much longer. I believe the only way this can be settled without the spilling of dwarf blood is to accept Ingór's offer of passage to Skarháld. You are fortunate, Ingór, son of Vethug, that I have not judged you by the harsh words of your companions. Were that so, I would be forced to reject your offer, as any proud dwarf would. I accept your offer, Ingór, son of Vethug. Let us ride to Skarháld. Oh, you're gonna take me to Skarháld, aren't you? Let us follow this Zhélruka to Skarháld, Beriathan, but speak not of our true purpose. Oh yeah, you're taking me to Skarháld. Okay. I guess I'll advance the Black Book some other time. So what do we have here? Here. And Dorin. Durin shouldn't be here yet, but okay. We have arrived, Beriathan. It may be named Skarháld in the common tongue, but I know it as Tarashar. I know well the history of Tarashar, but I must appear to be an old dwarf, frail of mind, to Ingór and his kinsfolk, at least for now. These walls of stone and azurite, they were brought by Longbeards. Though I cannot contest it, these Zhélruka have no claim to this fortress. I have seen more unfriendly glances fall upon our stout-axed companions, and so I think we should press on once we have rested. Yet I have not forgotten that Sarek Flint Eye spoke of a company of Longbeards in Tarashar. He may have spoken half-truths of Vethug Wintermind, but who can say what will we find here? Let's see... Agility, vitality, finesse, I like that one. I never thought to see Tarashar with my own eyes. Dori looks around and appears lost in thought for a moment. Long ago, these mountains were rich and little explored, Beriathan, but in his wisdom, Thorin I reshaped them into dwarf kingdom of Gradik. It flourished for a time, and great wealth was found beneath the peaks of the Grey Mountains. But that very wealth proved the doom of Gradik. Thrown by a powerful greed, it was the dragons of the wastes beyond that laid siege to Gradik. First fell Ablakador, the Stormwall, and its forges were extinguished. Second fell Tarashar, and its keep was shattered. Third fell Aglambazar, the great Glimmer Deep, and it was there Smaug the Golden made his lair. Last fell Thikil-gundu, the Still Keep and seat of Gradik, and I need not name the great cold drake who slew King Thorin first and his son Thror, along with countless others. The dwarf kingdom of Gradik was no more. I told you this so you understand, Beriathan. Skarháld belongs to Durin's folk. Are there any other Longbeards here in the remnants of Gradik? If Sarakul has not spoken true, gold will be the least of his troubles. Okay, let me check here.
There's much to be done.
I need to be friend with the Grey Mountain Expedition in order to get the 2 masters that you can get in here, so I think that's gonna wait a little bit longer. Here we have the Stable Master of Skarháld. The question now is, do we go back to do the Black Book, or do we continue here in Skarháld? I think we can stay here a little bit longer, even though it doesn't make sense for Durin to be here yet, but those are the kind of issues, maybe, that come with phasing. It's not a perfect system, although it does have its advantages as well. Not a big fan of Skarháld, to be honest with you. I always get lost in here. It feels so confusing. What do we have here?
We are Zhélruka.
Wizard in the Woods. And
We look after
okay,
our folk.
craft 4 modes, but
We seek
this one we can do.
a true home.
The Wizard.
Much to
I saw him while collecting wood in Thornhold. He beckoned me closer, but I know better than to trust a strange wizard among the trees. He is dangerous, he must be. I, Strahed the Stout, have too many expeditions to go on and wealth to gain to meet my end at the hands of some mad wizard. You may go see what he wants if you wish to throw your life away, not I. Cool, we have another reason to go into the woods, as we also need to fight some wood trolls for the bounty, so we'll do that in just a moment. Thorin and Runi. Oh my god, that's a lot to do in here. Let us get going then.
Greetings, friend.
Well now, I remember you. Did we briefly speak of dragons in Erebor not too long ago? Ah yes, that is what I thought. I have come to Ered Mithrin seeking lost history and knowledge. There is much of dwarf culture buried here in the mountains. I suspect that even this fortress Skarháld may hold some secrets yet. Have a look around and perhaps we will find something that the Zhélruka have not.
Greetings, friend.
Here we are, you and I, Beriathan, amongst strange mountains and stranger dwarves. Though in truth, we Longbeards have histories with both, but that is a thing of scrolls and more than living memory. Of course, I am a lore master and know many tales from scrolls. Would you like to hear such a one? It is known as the Tale of Borin. You see, Durin's folk have also dwelt here. At the end of this chain of mountains lies Gundabad, where Durin first awoke. But this tale takes place long after that, when our home was Thikil-gundu and our king was Dane first. The dragons had gone quiet, and search was made for their whereabouts, for the dwarves distrusted this strange stillness. Bror, Dane's eldest son, searched Stormwall but found no dragon. Grower, his second, scoured Winterstith, and too found none. Only Dane's brother Borin had fortune, ill or fair, within the depths of Glimmer Deep, where he came upon the fearsome dragon Etterfang, asleep. Wasting not a moment or a breath, he took his great spiked mace and began a furious assault. Dazed from sleep, the dragon must have thought a host of dwarves assailed her. Gravely wounded, maimed and bleeding, she threw Borin across the cavern, and when he arose, she was gone. Borin returned, having lost his quarry. Whether Etterfang lived or not, stayed or fled, none can say. If you should go to the Glimmer Deep mine, Beriathan, you might look for signs of either dragon or horde, and take notes in this journal here. How glad I should be to extend the tale. That's an interesting tale. Happy to help.
You there?
You, Kizinik, stranger. You wish to be useful? We are cold. Too cold for the mountain heights. Not such cold where we have come from, and besides, travel has worn our clothing bare. Nor are we sift at hunting like you, Warden. Will you gather hides from deer to keep us warm?
There is much to be done.
Oh, more panning.
Rest can
Okay.
be better.
Did you know, Kishinek, that river and stream hold secrets to what lies hidden under stone? Do you not believe me? Take these panning things and see for yourself. You will not find the fabled realm of Tafargathel, but then, if you are not an utter drag, you may find something of value or use. 3 rivers you will find here, or so the old tales tale. Graylin, Forest and Heath. Go then and see what you can find. 1, 2... Oh, I see the other one. Okay.
You're there.
Why have you come here, outsider? You are no Zhélruka. Surely you have some home. If you mean us harm, though you be mighty, then Ered will turn their axes on you as one. You will be outnumbered. You will regret the day. Or are you hoping to win some wealth? Long-lost dwarf treasure. Know that we have ancient claim to this land and the treasures here are ours. However, perhaps you might win some small share by lending a hand. Even now I am putting together a survey of the Glimmer Deep and delve we mined once long ago. Help in our preparations and perhaps you will be permitted to join the expedition. Go, collect surveying equipment and expeditionary supplies. The surveying equipment is given to the surveyors, the supplies packed in bags. Then we will talk. Have you heard of the fabled underground realm Tafargathel, the Great Citadel? No dwarf has ever found it, but the lost realm is said to exist somewhere in these northern mountains. I have brought a moon letter from the east with me. It is said this letter contains a clue as to the location of Tafargathel. The tale goes, if a great dwarf finds the staff of Belug-Samok, the path to Tafargathel will become clear. Here, you may borrow the moon letter if you like. I am at an end with this riddle. I am no closer to finding the staff now than I was before I came to Ered Mithrin. Okay. Up on a mountain hill, the lonely peak to your back, a worm slithers by your side. Christ, I have no idea. So let's get going with the other things, the supplies and all these things we need to pick up. Surveying equipment, I saw you here. Expedition supplies, okay. There are more in here, it's just that I don't want to go upstairs just yet. Before I fully explore this level. But yeah, here is where Skarháld starts to get very confusing. I always get lost in here. I already told you that. But it's true. I always have a terrible time trying to remember my way around Skarháld. So it's not an area I come back too often. An old chest. Thank you. There is nothing of interest in this chest, but at least it counts. There's a lower level in here that we can also scout. Not too much to do in here, it seems. So let us make our way up then, I guess. And I hope I'm going through the right path. You can never know with this place. Surveying equipment. I have the nagging feeling we should have gone to the Bitter Heat first for the Black Book, but we're already here. What else can we do? Backtracking would cost us even more time, so let us just own to our choice and keep doing this. You found an old map. But I still need to keep looking for more old chests. Okay. Nothing here. Maybe here to the east. Ah, there's an old chest. I don't see it. The chest is empty. Bummer. Nothing else to see here except a very cool panoramic view of the area. That is the good thing about Skarháld, right? You can snap some pretty awesome pictures in here. Like, take a look at this. Yeah. Yeah, why not? I mean, looks pretty nice. But other than that, well, not much for us to do in here yet. So we'll just keep climbing all this. Expedition supplies. Okay, so I think this is the very first time I'm able to make it to the top of Skarháld on my first try. Honest. I usually struggle a lot more with this. Frozen page. Where? Here, let us pick this one up. Which one is this? You found a torn page of a tome frozen from the harsh weather of the mountains. Perhaps you can find other pages around Ered Mithrin and complete the story. Only 8 of them, sure.
Yet tales they tell of greater treasure, matchless wealth, past mind and measure. Mighty Mithrin, blazing bright, that drench the darkest depths with light.
Alright, there we got it. So yeah, I told you there were some pages on the landscape. Another old map, okay. Surveying equipment, there were also some expedition supplies around. Ah, okay, these ones. Well, it seems we only have the second half of Skarháld to explore now. Where are the stairs? Oh, come on. I think there were some stairs in here. Some easier to find stairs that are not destroyed. Or maybe I'm just misremembering things. Well, I know the Black Book is gonna send us up there at some point, so I'm gonna wait a little bit longer before exploring the top of the keep. Let's bite the bullet and let's jump. I'm sure after I do, I will find what was supposed to be the way down, but... Once again, Skarháld equals confusing. Expedition supplies. Alright. And here is the way down, but before we go down... Anything of interest in here? Doesn't seem to be. Okay, so we'll go down. Have it your way. Old chest. Nope. Go to the other way. You discover the dwarf Vethug standing among a few of his kin.
All is well, and yet not.
Beriathan, how have you come to be in this place? Does my mind now play tricks upon me? You inform Vethug that you have come to the Grey Mountains with Dori and company in search of Nori and his expedition. It has been many days since last we saw Nori and the rest of his expedition. Before we came to Tarashar, the expedition was beset by orcs of Gundavad. The orcs were slain to the last, but a few of our numbers sustained grave wounds in the battle. It was decided that we would remain behind in Tarashar and work to rebuild it as it was in the time of Gradik. After we restored the first hall of the keep, I saw that a small company of Zhélruka had arrived. At first I thought nothing of it, but then more arrived and more out of the east. They must number in the hundreds now. There has been little talk between our peoples, but we have at least agreed to put aside our separate tongues. It is Skarháld now, not Tarashar or Brugrad. And so it has been. I wish there was more to be told, but I know only that Nori and his expedition continue to the south along the Menangrun. It is the most well-traveled path to Thikil-gundu, but it was the work of Angmar, and even now it is often traveled by the foes of the Longbeards. I have done my best to tend to the wounds of my kinsfolk, but I am no healer. All I know is that a warm meal and a hot fire would do much to aid us. Yeah, let me see to it. Ah, there's another old chest in here. Good. Whatever was in here is just dust now. Ah, right. There was also another one in here. My bad. Halfway through with the chests. Another old map. Good. The chest is empty. Surveying equipment. Dragons, even dragons pale compared to that from which we fled. Yeah, I can imagine. I got through the postful.
Stay a moment. Hear my words.
Welcome, Warden. We are strangers here among these strange dwarves. I have followed them at King Thorin's behest, as perhaps you have, too, to keep a wary eye upon all they do. Only now I have come not so much to fear what they have do as to fear for them. They have stubbornly insisted on making camp among these ruins. They busy themselves with building anew, and seem little to fear for the many things around above and below that might do them harm. Have they no memory? No tales of what once dwelt here and made war with dwarves of their line and ours? Will you go about and patrol the lookouts of Skarháld, Beriathan? It would put me greatly at ease. Oh, we have already been in some of those. Ah, jeez, that's what I don't like, Skarháld. This is a good lookout to patrol. I agree, this looks great. Okay. That's the first one. Ah, this is another way. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, this is sort of another exit. And you can follow the road straight to the south and get to the forest, but we're not doing that just yet. Instead, that may have been foot once. Okay. Instead, we're gonna take these stairs that will take us back to where we were. And I think this was supposed to be the intended path. But that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But I mean, any way you look at it, you're gonna be running around Skarháld for a long while because you will be getting quests on each side of the fortress, and all those quests will have you running around and gathering stuff. So any way you look at it, it's a lot of work. We have expedition supplies. And here we have more expedition supplies. I think I know where we are now. Yeah. Yeah, this is Aster. We came through here earlier, but we took another stair. I should have taken this one. Anyway. Well, we can climb through here. Surveying equipment. Finally. Oh, pack expedition supplies and deliver the equipment. My god, this is a good lookout to patrol. Once again. We have here, patrol the lookout spot. Yeah, and there are a lot more of those spots to investigate. How many times do we need to run around this place? I wonder. I still do not think you are welcome here, but I accept the supplies. Well, maybe you should reconsider then. Otherwise, give them back. There's an old chest in here. Nothing useful. Ah, we're only missing 2 chests. That's comforting, a little. So yeah, the Forge Master and the Bard, we've been here already. Let me go back down just in case there's nothing we're missing here. In any case, I gotta revisit some of the lookout spots that I missed earlier, since I didn't have the quest. Here we are. Spot number 3. Mailbox. Here we have a reflecting pole, but come on, let me pass. Old chest. Yeah. Knew it. That may have been food once. The keyword being may. This is not a lookout spot. Okay. Going up. One of the lookout spots was around here. Well, there were a couple actually. This should be another one, right? No? Okay. Empty pack. Cool. We also need to get this done. have been looking for this. Yeah, a little gratitude. This one, for sure, has to be another one. What other reason could there be for this place to exist? A cold drake descends upon you. Jeez, just hurt me. Patrolled a lookout spot. Don't tell me the ones I skipped were also valid, but they don't give you a pop-up message. If that's the case, that would suck. Should have. Let me double check. No, there doesn't seem to be, but just in case, I'm gonna get myself in here. Nope. Good to know. So I need to find one of these. Yeah. I think we just need to repeat the exact same path we took before. I don't know of a better way of doing these Skarháld quests. You really need to be... I mean, unless you pick all the quests first, in which case you still need to do some backtracking. Anyway, you look at it, you're gonna be running around the place a lot. Thank you. Well, thank you for appreciating my work. Once again, it goes a long way. There is another lookout in here. That much I remember. Cold drakes descent upon you. At least I was ready this time. And little by little we're getting there. Chamber of Study, okay. This is not a place where we can be just yet. Good, let us get this expedition underway. Is this another lookout spot? Yeah. That is spot number 6. I don't think this would count. Yeah. So here we have another empty pack. Another surveyor. I still do not think you are welcome here, but I accept the supplies. Oh, come on. I'm missing the last old chest. It's supposed to be around here? Where? Ah. Well, the map and the delete key go a long way of helping you. Whatever was in here is just dust now. We gotta go back to Rooney and deliver this to him. Yeah, I wanna get some quests turned so that I can hopefully level up before the end of the episode. I don't think that's likely. But maybe, who knows, maybe we are lucky today. Okay, well, that's the way down. This should suffice for the expedition, yes. Is there a lookout spot in here? Old Drake's descent upon you, yeah. And we patrol this. Okay, we're only missing one. Well, at least we're making good progress. Oh, there's another Drake in here? Leave! I thought I had taken care of you. Awesome. An empty pack. A surveyor. Thank you. You're very welcome. But is this supposed to be another lookout spot? I mean, it is supposed to be, but how do I get there? Oh, jeez. From the top of Skarháld? Yeah, you can see what I dislike this place the way I do. So now you're telling me I have to come back up top yet again. Yeah, I don't like this place. Whoever designed Skarháld, I get what you were going for, but no. Talk to Thorin, talk to Rooney. Let us ride a little bit. Oh, no. This is another reason why I also dislike Skarháld. I always get confused where the stairs are, where they aren't, and I always end up jumping to my demise. A lot.
We seek Domdoblu, a true home.
What is it, Kizinek? The expedition is prepared to set off? Truly. You work swiftly, Warden, I must grant you that.
You there?
Very well then, you may accompany us on the expedition to the Glimmer deep mine. As in preparation, so in this journey each must have his duty. Yours shall be to scout the path ahead. You are unburdened with the heavy load some of us bear. Also, you can alert us to danger before we ourselves are in peril. We must make our way west from here toward the peak named Thrumpfall, where the path to the mine may be found.
Long live Thorin Stonehound, king under the mountain!
Rooney pores over the old maps. Oh, this is too good not to share. I will have to show the Zhélruka as well. Do you know what these maps contain? One map is of Thikil-gundu, an old keep northwest of here. Another map is of Glidgroth, a mine to the north. The third map is Stormlind, a crafting hole northeast of here. These maps will assist in planning expeditions. You have found something very helpful indeed. Well, at least I accomplished something today. Okay, third time's the charm, they say. Hope they're right. Okay. Ah, okay. I think we actually need to come through here. I was trying to avoid this, but... yeah, it seems there is no avoiding this. At least not if you want to get this quest done. That explains a lot. It's still annoying, but it explains a lot. A cold drake descends upon you. Well, I'm not afraid. That's what I meant. And return to Agatur. That will do. We gotta get down? Yeah. A frozen page upstairs. Well, we'll get the chance of coming back here some other time, so I'm not gonna worry too much about the frozen pages. Oh! Oh! No broken legs! Well, are me surprised. Well, I got myself lost in here a couple times, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, and I think I got the lay of the land back on my mind. So hopefully the next couple episodes in Skarháld will not be as annoying as this one, especially considering that it seems we are done with running around this place, as we have gathered everything we needed from the inside.
Stay a moment. Hear my words.
Cold drakes! Have they come here errantly drawn to our light and noise? Or are we being tested for weaknesses in our defenses? I know not, but if you ask me, it bodes ill. But still, you are not giving me any more tasks. Alright, well, this seems like a good place to leave for today. We can leave to the south towards the forest, or we can go back to the eastern side and backtrack to the Wither Heat. I'm gonna think about it in the meantime while I get back to you. For the time being, this has been all on today's episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.